going on, y'all? I'm the Home Slice, Ascend Hyperion. Halo 3 ODST is finally available on PC via the Master Chief Collection. The 4th edition to Halo's massive PC endeavor has reunited us with one of the most unique and beloved Halo games to date. But for those who don't know, and those who forgot, ODST is the story of an elite Marine squad who's been deployed to fight in the defense of Earth in New Mombasa. The drop troopers originally planned to infiltrate a Covenant carrier by dropping right onto it, but this plan goes awry when the ship makes a jump into slip space, leaving our heroes scattered and unable to locate each other. Now, for a long time, we've just sort of accepted that the events of the game were the result of a freak accident in the original plan, and sure, if this was a story about any other of the dozens of ODSTs headed for that carrier, this would be true. But actually, this isn't quite the case for our characters in this game. In fact, Buck and his crew shouldn't blame the Prophet of Regret for their misfortune. They should be blaming none other than Captain Veronica Dare. You heard that right, the struggle and strife of our ODSTs is basically the sole fault of the last-minute addition to the squad, and in many ways, the subsequent events of the game should be attributed to Dare's terrible planning rather than the in-orbit slipspace jump. In today's video, I'm going to break down how our friend in Recon sabotaged the integrity of this ODST squad with bad leadership, selfish desires, and good old breakdowns of communication. By the end of today's video, you might just have a different outlook on Halo's jazz-filled detective quest. Let's get this started. Okay, so let's establish the main premise of ODST. A squad of misfit ODSTs find themselves separated across a vast super city in the midst of a major ground combat ordeal. With no proper way to communicate and no semblance of a backup plan, the troopers are forced to act on their own ideas to survive and navigate the battle across New Mombasa. These events are retold after the fact as the rookie member of the squad searches the tattered city for clues nearly half a day later, long after the fighting has ended. While this made for a neat narrative in the moment, it's also a narrative that's completely reliant on Veronica Dare commandeering the squad minutes before launch, and her subsequently telling them nothing. And that's issue number 1. Dare says nothing to the squad about why their mission has changed, only that
orders are orders.
Come on, Veronica. What could be more important than that carrier?
My orders. And Buck, call me Captain.
This is actually bigger than you think. In fact, to show how much different Dare could have played this out, we recreated the scene in the exact same timing as the original cutscene.
You know the music, time to dance.
Oh, actually, Buck, one moment. Hey everyone, I know we haven't met yet, but my name is Captain Veronica Dare. I'm commandeering the squad for a covert mission. We'll be dropping near the Oni Alpha site. Our mission is to secure the Superintendent AI module from deep below the facility. Now, I can't share much classified information, but just adjust your mission directives and loadouts to match this change. Sound good? Great. We should probably wake that guy up so he catches all of this too.
Perfection.
This small disclosure of even the most basic bits of information would have given the team something they didn't have before, a rally point. This would have allowed Mickey and Dutch and Romeo to all immediately head towards the Alpha site the best they could. Would have probably prevented Dare from just running on her own to do it alone, and would have given Rookie all the direction he needed to find them rather than spending hours wandering the city streets looking for convoluted clues. But if you find yourself wandering the city streets this fall, make sure you do it in an Ascend Hyperion hoodie, affordable and found at Teespring/Ascend Support Store. Linked below. I mean, even a unified sense of direction would have helped in the beginning. Think about how none of the members were on the same page. Buck wanted to find the boys, Mickey wanted to get out of town, Dutch wanted to fight anywhere there was a fight, and Romeo just wanted to complain. But what's even more comical than Dare just not telling anyone anything is why she even picked the squad in the first place. There is a high priority mission at stake here, and Dare's first instinct was to pick her ex-boyfriend Buck and literally whatever ragtag group was attached to him. She needed a competent, high quality team and instead settled for, LOL, what's Buck doing right now? And on top of that, she ditches Buck like 30 minutes into the operation. For what reason? And even when she had continuous radio communication with him, she still did not tell him the plan. Why? I get the mission's classified, but these dudes are literally on the mission. So after Buck takes just a little too long to respond, Dare pieces out without as much as a hint of what's going on. This is like calling an Uber to your house, blindfolding him when he gets there, telling him to drive to your parents' house, and then getting out of the car and watching him go. You might think I'm being critical, but I'm not any more critical than Dare, who herself later laments her lack of communication as she talks to literally nobody over the radio, hoping that Buck is just listening.
Who knows if you can hear me, but I'm sorry. Should have told you more about this mission, more about everything.
She goes on to say that the detonation of the Alpha site has made her mission harder, but ironically, if Mickey and Dutch had just been clued into what was going on, they wouldn't have blown up the building in the first place. Let's be honest, Alpha site wasn't getting that detonation without them. Because Dare chose to spend her screen time flirting with Buck and playing secret agent, a crew of highly trained troopers spent nearly 7 hours wandering around a burning city, turning what could have been a quick and efficient operation into a long and arduous grind that almost wasn't pulled off. It just goes to show you, kids, a few seconds of honest communication could save you a lot of trouble. It might even save you from having one hell of a night. That's gonna do it for this video, Home Slices. Be sure to leave your thoughts and comments below, and most importantly, share this video with a friend. Subscribe if you haven't, and until next time, I'll catch you guys later.